Hello, sexy friends. Hello, Affordable Critic. Thank you. Brother, how are you, dear? Thank you for coming. Yeah, that's the boat I'm in. So I call people sexy because it's a state of mind. Oh, I'm so good. I'm good. Just it's different being home because I want to and being home because we're told to. So it just is a different feeling. I've been kind of scattered. So I haven't really finished much, and I'm bouncing around from different mediums and leaving all these whips, and so I don't normally color in Kirby. That one I did with you, gosh, that was a while ago. In fact, I have it in here. I wonder if I dated it. When was that, brother, that we did that? See, I started this one and I haven't finished it. This one. Oh, gosh, it was almost a year ago, brother. 5/22/19. That's when I did this one with you. Crazy. I can't believe it's been that long. Heather, welcome, sexy Heather. Thank you so much for coming. I was saying I don't really color in Kirby's very much, and yeah, I don't know what my problem is lately. I usually finish and I usually punch them out and I post them on my Instagram, but I just haven't been doing it. I know, time flies. I cannot believe it's almost a year. So this one I did with my brother Gary. He's not really my brother, but he's my brother from another mother. I did this with him in May of 22, and that's the very first Kirby I've ever done. So then my very second Kirby, I attempted this one, and I have some Posca here because I kind of messed up on the coloring, so I'm hoping I can go back over that. But I did this really cool color palette with these. I know I wrote it down. I did this really cool color palette with these, and then I added the purple and the turquoise just for the backgrounds. And I don't know why, I just stopped doing it. Yeah, the jackalope. So then now I'm doing the, so I didn't finish that one. I did finish the one with Gary, but that was a year ago. But I've just been real scattered. So I'm coloring this one, and this is the color palette I've chosen. I've kind of gone with this color palette in the polychromos. The yellow was strictly for the eye. I don't think I might use it, but mostly it was the these greens and the reddish browns. Yeah, that's what I think too. You know, I mean, I have so many color books. I could color half a page, and I will still have so many to color. I need to start coloring in them. I don't know, Heather. I've just been so scattered. You know how often I post on Instagram, so I usually get all my work. I've never been one to start one and then start something else. I start one, I finish it, I move on. And this one has, lately, it's just been, I don't know if it's just a different mentality right now because of what's going on. Oh, you know what, Affordable Critic? I don't believe you, because that's what I always say, and before I know it, I've got 5 coming in the mail, or, you know, different mediums. I'm ridiculous. I don't think, is that 2 more books that you've bought all the other books, coloring books that are out there, or that you're only buying 2 more and then you think you'll be done? Because my experience and the experience I have of my friend, that I know of my friends, we're never satisfied. You do, and you do. But yeah, I don't do many Kirby's, so to me these are the easy Kirby's, the ones that I've picked. This one's pretty easy. This one, you know, is better. I really love the color palette, but I just kind of messed up. And once I did that, and I don't know. And then this was fun, really fun. And I did that all the background with pencil, and that was one of the first times I'd done that. But I've never, I was playing with watercoloring. I knew I would never color this page. So, but I was putting too much water. Again, I know I wouldn't ever color that page. Plus I kind of messed up, but I was practicing that touch and go. I actually thought I might be able to at least color this part. And I think the clouds and the lanterns look okay, but then I just started blowing it. But that's all right. I don't mind practicing and practicing and practicing, because I really like watercoloring. So I'm having so much fun watercoloring. And I finally got a small enough, I have enough books in general that some I've never even colored in, that, and you don't know how many PDFs I have affordable. I got that HP Instant Ink. Hi, Tammy. Hello. I was just watching your video. Beautiful work. Gosh, that Renaissance girl, is that what she is? She's with the beautiful bonnet, or the hood. Oh, gorgeous. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I just wonder if I'll ever have the, you know, desire to finish it. I really like it. And I loved the color palette. I've actually been going on and looking on Pinterest at color palettes and trying to pick out the colors accordingly. I have a really cool app too called Arty, and if you put a picture, then it tells you what pencils to use, and it's the polychromos, the Prismas, and the the luminance. So anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but I really like this, and I again picked the color palette. It was actually, I needed one with browns because of the tree. I wanted it to be a more traditional colors, but I love the reddish, and I really had a lot of fun with the tree, trying to get the textures and the shading and stuff in. I don't know if it's coming off. I mean, it's a lot better than I normally do, but I'm really having fun with all the colors I chose for the is it a chameleon? Is it an iguana? I'm not sure. I don't know my lizards. I'm bad. I don't know my lizards. Oh, that's what I was saying, is I got HP Instant Ink last summer, and so I had like 300 pages for like 2-3 months that I could print, and I went through several reams of paper, and I have more PDFs than I could color in a lifetime, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure I do. chameleon. Okay. Beautiful, whatever it is. I was pretty pleased with his eye. I don't know. I didn't even look up a picture of what the lizard looks like. I just picked my colors and chose them accordingly. And I don't know if I'm gonna leave the little doohickey things. I've never colored one of his pages with doodles, so this literally is my 3rd page that I've ever even started with Kirby. So let's get going. I was doing yeah, I've still been finding some sales. I found that shopping in the UK is better, that the prices are not even compared to Amazon here. I just found a full set of 72 ink tents. They were only 67 pounds in UK, so that's only what, $80 here? 67, that was, I think it was $84, which is so cheap. I mean, even on Amazon, the lowest price was 108. And then all I had to do, I added a water brush, a Derwent. I got the Derwent Fine, but I wanted the Derwent Medium. I really like those water pens. And so then the shipping was free. So if you went over 70 pounds, it was free shipping. Oh, I think my boy's home and his friends. So it might be a little loud for a minute. Hey, I'm on live, okay? You got my text? Okay. I'm good. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Had you guys gone in the car?
Huh? Yeah, we went just to like that Target area. There's like a nice little fish taco spot.
Oh, okay. And it was open?
You get to smell them out.
No, it's just like his air.
Sorry, the boys just came in. He has some friends down from northeast of us. They're down visiting. So they were out and about a little bit. Pretty dead out there, guys? Rulies. Was it pretty dead out there? I think he probably has to go out, honey. Oh. We have our dog Max is he's going to be 12 years old in April, and he's just getting so old, and we've noticed he's just started having little accidents, or he never ever complains, but he never acts like he's in pain or anything, but he definitely is showing signs of aging, having a hard time getting up. But like I said, he never whines. He's always willing to go out for a walk. He's amazing. We've had him since he was 11 days old, so of course he's like our child. We would never let him suffer. But he occasionally just, slips. Poo will just fall out of his bottom like a horse. And he'll look like, oh, how did that happen? And then he piddles a little, which, he's a huge dog. He's like 90 pounds, so piddling a little for him is, but, we have laminate floors, so of course we would never, ever get upset with him. He's a sweetie. He's the sweetest dog. He had been abandoned at birth. And in fact, all 3 of my dogs are rescues, but he had been abandoned at birth with still his umbilical cord and 4 sisters. And a friend of mine adopted one of the sisters. We think he's Husky, Golden Retriever, and Lab. And he's just a precious, precious dog. The best ever. My son takes absolutely wonderful care of him. He knows how loved he is. I mean, my son was only 10 years old when we got him. And my son's 22, so they grew up together. And then we have two more. We have one that'll be 13 this year, so she thinks she's his mom. She cleans his ears and his eyes, and she's only 9 pounds, so she rules the roost around here. And then we have one more that's going to be 11 this year, and she's about 7 pounds, and she's a Chihuahua, and he's her protector. She always gets warm by him. And oh, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, of course not affordable. Absolutely. Everybody can post what they need. I would love it if everybody would go to my daughter's account. She has a YouTube video or a YouTube channel she's starting up. She and her family, they're very, very young, and they'll explain it all in the videos, but they moved to New Zealand a year and a half ago. Gary, would you mind putting her the link up? It's for her website or her YouTube. It's The Blended Tree. I can do it. I actually can do it. Hold on. I don't know what I was asking. Let me find it though. Let's see if you're faster or I'm faster. So I would love it if you guys... Hi, Kenny. Oh, hey, Mo. How are you? I got it, though. I'm fast. Ah, there it is. You guys go see how beautiful my family is. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I think I did mention it before. They're so darn cute, and my grandkids are on there, so you get to see them, and so much fun. Yay, I'm so glad you guys could come in. It's just been so weird. I've just been so scattered lately, and I've heard some other people say that too. It's just like, there's a difference between staying home because we want to and coloring, and then there's a difference. Oh, I did see your comment, Tammy. She was so happy about that. Thank you. That's okay. Oh, I don't have any idea how to do it on phone. Yeah, I guess it would still be a cut and paste or a copy and paste, but no, that's okay, brother. It's okay. I don't know why I didn't just do it myself. I shouldn't have. I know how to do them pretty quick. And I'm on a laptop. I mean, an actual desktop computer. So I'm glad that this is an iguana because, I mean a chameleon, because I know I can just go wherever I want with the colors. Because I really am kind of like lost on where I should place everything. I know darker colors should be in the shaded areas, but beyond that, I'm like, that's good. Yeah, I'm not disliking it. I mean, it's what I do most of the time, but it's just weird. Yeah, I think so, because that turtle is right there, huh? Lisa, that's funny. I mean, he's right there in the line of fire. It's such a beautiful chameleon, though. I love it. So how do you know? They just look that much different from an iguana, because I definitely would just call this an iguana. So the chameleon has the long tail. That's not an iguana tail, right? I'm terrible. I don't know my lizards. Heather, sounds yummy. I might have to pause in a little while and make myself another cup of tea. I'm bound and determined. I have got to lose weight. Having my son live with me, I had lost like 110 pounds, and I've gained about 35, 40 pounds back. And you know, my son moved in with me about 2 years ago, almost 2.5 years, I guess. And And, you know, he just eats different. I love French bulldogs. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had the gastric sleeve surgery, and so I had lost 110 pounds, and I was really feeling good. And this was all after my stroke, so I can't, you know, do a whole lot of, you know, exercise and stuff. I do what I can, but, um, but so when my son moved in, you know, he just eats differently than I had, and we keep different things in the house. And obviously, I got away from him because I have a bad relationship with food. And even though I tried to work on it, you know, it's just before I knew it. Plus, going back and forth to New Zealand, I think I just love their cookies there, and my daughter is a good cook. So I mean, I've just put on weight in the last. I had foot surgery too. And, oh, did you get tested, Mo? Lisa, you're so funny. All right, where am I gonna go next? Keep seeing spots I need to fill in. So, these are the greens I'm using. I love the greens and the polychromos. The color palette I went off of was from Pinterest. It was of a beach scene, but I really loved the color of the browns and the. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing okay, there's no really need to test you because you're probably, you know, they might just want you to isolate. I know. I've heard that. Are you here in the U.S. affordable? Yeah, and the flu is a coronavirus, so it's just the COVID-19 that is, you know, spreading like wildfire and needs to be contained. And yes, absolutely. Oh no, Gary, I just saw that. That's sad. That's great. That's Hi, Joey. How are you, my friend? Yay. I'm surprised the tongue's not out. Maybe my sister will show up. Haven't heard much from her. She was supposed to come out this week, but she's a bit unpredictable lately. She's got a lot going on. I might be jiggling the camera just a little bit. I forgot to turn it off. Not off, but this one. Right on the turtle's head, look. That's a direct shot. So he's getting it from 3 sides because, or 2 sides, because he's getting it from the chameleon and then he's getting it from the bird. And then this little guy looks a little scared, like maybe this little, I don't know what that is. That looks like a dinosaur. And then we got a jelly with the wings. Fairy, a jelly fairy. Oh my gosh, I never saw that. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Just don't touch your face and stuff. And there's so many rumors and so much bad information. And it's better to get your information directly from a reputable source. There's so many opportunistic people out there right now. At least here in the United States, I've noticed. Fear-mongering and my biggest challenge with coloring, I can do light layers, but I get so impatient. I'm not heavy-handed. In fact, I actually have to, you know, kind of not force myself, but, you know, work at putting color down hard. But I just get so impatient. I just want the color to show up. Oh, welcome back, Heather. So Heather is so patient with the layers, and I envy her because I start off good and then I just want to throw down some color. But I'm trying. You know, I do this for relaxation and fun. I don't care if I'm making great art. I don't. I'm not afraid to color in any book. I'll just grab a book and try. I figure it's a coloring book. If I want another one, I can get another one. I mean, I want to do a good job, but I love practicing, but that's my problem, is I bounce around instead of really focusing on one thing and getting really good at it. Everything I see looks like so much fun. I've never been in this, I've never done art. I would do crafts. I was pretty creative when it came to crafts, but I thought I never could draw or paint or anything like that, and I just never really thought about it. And then when coloring came along, and after my stroke, I decided to try it, and I just can't believe how much I love doing, using all kinds of different mediums and stuff. I really do want to learn watercolor in my books, though. Yes, that's what I like too. But there's something about taking a pencil, and even though I find it really relaxing and comforting to do this to paper, I still, when I'm coloring in a color book, I get impatient, but it brings me, brings back memories of when I would be on the phone, especially when we were on phones that were permanently fixed to our walls. I was a doodler. I would constantly, and what I did is a lot of times I would do this kind of thing. Oh, someone got bit. My dad was extremely allergic, like deathly allergic to bees, and I've never been stung by a bee. I've been always avoided them. I've been stung by a yellow jacket or a hornet, whatever it was. Wasp, I think it might have been a wasp. I'm going to show you what I used to do when I would be on the phone. What the heck? Affordable, do you have a channel? What the heck happened? My lead broke off in the, pisses me off. But now it's stuck in the pencil sharpener. I don't feel like. Working it right now. Or fixing it. I don't know if I'll even be able to doodle or not doodle, but scratch on paper like I used to, because I used to do, of course, with my right hand. So this is what I would do. What else would I would do like that? And then I would do so this kind of motion, how did I used to do it? I guess I would just go like this. I'm trying to remember how I used to do the patterns. I know it started off with just doing this with the pencil. Just a regular pencil. I can't remember how the patterns went after that. I'll have to think about it. But anyway, so I love that kind of motion, but mostly color book work isn't that. We don't do this in our color books unless maybe a background. So I'm trying to think how I used to do it. It would end up being the whole darn page. But I can't remember how I did it. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go too. Hold on. Oh, wrong one. Oh, I subscribed. Yay! Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it, Mo? Oh, thank you, Gary. But I think that link, I think it might make you close out of this. What? I'm trying to click it. Oh, no. Oh, it's good. Thank you. Tammy has a channel. Gary kind of has a channel. I need to do some forest bathing. Gary, you posted some stuff the other day and it just reminded me of forest bathing. I was like, man, I need to go do that. I guess not now, it won't be, because I guess all the parks in the area are now closed down. The beach, we can go to the beach, they don't want us, you know, gathering in groups. It was so nice to see Melody back in, she is so beautiful. And her coloring is so good. I can't use super tips at all. I just totally peel the page, rip the page, streak it. I'm terrible with super tips. But again, a medium that I've never given any, you know, given a lot of effort to. You are beautiful. I love that picture of you. And she's really sweet too. So she's got a killer combo. Oh, thank you, brother. So what are these dark? Are they actually indents in a chameleon, or are they just his interpretation of the shadows? I guess I should look at a picture of a chameleon. I mean, I know I've seen them, I just never paid that close attention. Yes, I'm using polys. I picked these based on a Pinterest, actually it was Pencil Stash. On her Pinterest, she has, you know, color swatch, you know, what is it called? Color schemes. And it was one of an ocean scene, so it had a few other colors, but it was, you know, just some grays. So that's the color scheme I'm kind of using, and they are polys. I'll tell you what, I'm 53 and my kids think it's a kick in the pants that I have a channel. What was I just using? Color palette, that was the word I was looking for. Yeah, I don't really use Pinterest either. I mean, I think I have an account, but I don't even sign into it. I know that Rachel from Pencil Stash, she has a few. I mean, it's only like 150, but you know, you can look at color palette, and then it shows a photograph, which this was a photograph. This color scheme was from a picture of an aerial view of the of a mountain, or you know, like a cove and an ocean. So it was really bluey greens and these reddish browns, and so I just thought it was perfect for doing this page. Absolutely, Joey, which is why I call everyone sexy. I don't care if we're sitting here with no pants on coloring, we are sexy. Like I said, it's a state of mind. In fact, I was on Sammy's stream earlier today, Color and Chat with Sammy, and I just said hello everyone. Usually if it's not, you know, a small group, I usually don't use my standard hey sexy friends. I've had some people criticize me for it, and sometimes I start, you know, feeling insecure about it, but I really shouldn't. I mean, that's who I am. I started calling people sexy friends even way before I had a channel. And and then Melody called me out on it. She goes, "What happened to sexy friends?" And I thought, you know what, everyone needs to feel sexy today, so I started calling everybody sexy. I don't know why I let the few bad seeds or bad eggs make me feel like I shouldn't be who I am. You know, I'm 53 years old. If I want to call everyone sexy, and they don't ask me not to, you know, like it makes them feel uncomfortable, and absolutely I wouldn't do it if it did. But so far I've never had someone say that. Yeah, always an upbeat. I like to make other people feel good about themselves. It's a type of work I did. It's just who I am, and it's part of my nature. I like to make people feel good, and so I shouldn't ever feel bad for being who I am. But you know, like all people, we have our insecurities, and it's nice when people make us feel better. I know, and for the most part I am. Yeah, most part I am, and I realize that those people are the people that they themselves aren't feeling good about who they are. And I'm, cognizant of that. And, but, it still brings back, the days of elementary school, the days of high school when you didn't want to be singled out for being so different or for having something that, people could, I don't know. So, I mean, we all have it, and I shouldn't. For the most part, I don't. But that's why on Sammy's stream I didn't say, "Hey, all my sexy friends." I don't say it on Dee Dee's stream anymore, and I should because I know the people that don't like it, whatever. But the people that like it, it makes them giggle, it makes them feel good. It's just so. I need to start doing it. And Melody reminded me of that today, and that was really nice of her. I don't know if she knew that she did that, but it reminded me that why I do it. I don't do it because I want to feel sexy. I do it so that I can make other people laugh or feel sexy or, just whatever. Oh, you're very welcome, Affordable. Thank you. I think we all can teach each other so many things, even at my age of 53. And, I feel like I've had a lot of different experiences in my life. And I know that I am far more confident and comfortable in my own skin now than I ever have been. But I still have my moments, and after my stroke, I was really, whew, but, I think we can all, that's why I love the coloring community, because we all do make each other feel good. Oh, Lisa, I know how that feels. Right now I'm very hard on myself because I had lost 110 pounds, and I needed to do that, and now I've gained about 35 or 40 back, and I kick myself, because I did feel so good and so accomplished, and even though I had surgery to help me, it's still, of course, obviously, if I'm gaining weight, it's something that you have to maintain. And I know I shouldn't beat myself up. I just need to do what needs to be done. And that's for my own benefit, not because of how I look or stuff, but, I know I felt better. I felt more confident. I felt more able to do things, and physically I felt better. So, but and I was never overweight as a kid. I became overweight as an adult. All three of all three of us girls have. We had no weight problems growing up, but of course I thought I was fat. That saying, I wish I was as fat. I wish I was as fat as I was when I thought I was fat. Which means I wish I was as thin as I thought when I thought I was fat. But I know what to do. I know what I need to do to, I don't know what I'm saving this white spot for. It's not, it will be a little lighter, but it looks like I'm making it a part of his body we don't want to accentuate. I need to color that in. I have no idea what I'm saving it for. Let me see what color. This is where I should have a picture of a chameleon, because I really don't know, not that I don't know where his tail is, and I'm still getting used to wear highlights, and, Kirby helps because he gives you all these nice dark shaded areas, but I'm not sure what, things are. I was glad that I could, at least do some in the tree where the raised spots were, but those are all the things I'm learning still. I just like to color and make pretty things. Most of the time I don't even color while I'm on chat. I just sit here and talk. Kim! Hey, my sexy girlfriend. How are you? Right. That's how I was when I would have to ride on a one of the scooters at the grocery store after my stroke. I remember exaggerating my arm or the inability to move it just so that people knew I wasn't overweight. I wasn't on the scooter because I was overweight. Well, big butts are great, Kim. You got a big butt, flaunt it. Unfortunately, all my weight is in the middle, which is the bad way to have weight. If I had a big butt, that would be awesome. I mean, I have a big butt, but I don't have like big hips, but I always had a big butt when I was young, and I always thought it was a detriment. It wasn't a wide butt, it was a nice round butt. And then now it's not quite so round as it used to be, but then I started realizing that having a big butt was nice. I loved songs like Baby Got Back. It made me know that, and I like that healthier bodies are in. I grew up in the 70s, when and 80s when skinny was popular, and I was not full figure, but I had a figure. I had boobs and a butt, and I was more rounded, but I mean, I was small. I was only like a size 8. When I went in the Army, tried to go in, and I was 136 pounds, 5'4", and they made me lose 5 pounds. I had to go home. I was supposed to be going in the Army, and I was 5 pounds overweight. So what does that do to your self-esteem? I literally was 5'4", 136 pounds, a weight I can't even think of being at. And so I had to lose 5 pounds, and I went in 2 months later. But I always was then I lost weight after being in boot camp and stuff. So I was probably 125 pounds and 5'4", and I was always right at the weight limit, and I always had to have my, be measured to see if my fat content was okay. So I was always, and you know what? And then there's people that are thin, and then being put down for that. Isn't it silly to be put down for something so superficial? It's like being criticized or prejudiced against for your color of your skin. Something that is literally, skin deep. We're all the same underneath whatever, the top layer is. It's silly to be criticized. People are criticized for a birth, mark that they can, that they can't do anything about. They are born with it. And it's sad, and I think it's just ignorance or insecurities. Whoa, what did I do? Oh, hold on, I kicked something. My gosh, we've already been on for an hour. Isn't that insane? I literally felt like it was 15 minutes. It is. It's just a coat. What we're wearing is just a coat. I think being called skinny is just as heart piercing as being called fat. I call people thin. you have a thin figure. Calling someone skinny sounds derogative. And I know thin people that hate to be called skinny. I can't see my Instagram. Well, I might be able to on my... Did you post something? I think I can go on my computer. Hey, honey. Is that Rulies? Oh. I was going to ask him to start some tea for me. You want to just put some hot water in my cup in the tea? You know what? I'm going to go put some tea in, guys. I'll look on... I'll get Instagram on, though. I'm just going to put some hot water in a tea bag in my cup. I'll be right back. What are you trying to do? Go get some cheese. What else do you want? The chips? Oh, those are really good. Those big bag right there. Bomb. You'll see how many we have. Grab them.
Yeah.
Look. You know why? Because a whole box like this, guess how much it was? 80 cents. And then Louis calls me stupid for buying so many. He's so brutal to me. Brutal. It's like, Mom, you're so stupid. No, I'm kidding. Hey, stupid. I'm just talking to you. Remove your thin butt. Again? Oh, is that why you're trying to move?
Yeah.
Did you take him upstairs? No, I took him up this morning. I thought he peed. Yeah, but it's honey. He's kind of... Did you grab my towel? Just grab mine. Oh, baby. Tell her to know. I know, and I know you're frustrated. All right, guys, it's brewing. It'll be about 5 minutes. And I am not looking at chat. Oh, Nick and Tina? Oh, I saw Nick and I was thinking Nick and Tina were here. Hi, Barb. I stepped away for a second, sorry. Very nice to see you. They can, Mo. I agree. All right, what was I looking for, Kim? I'm looking on Instagram. Is that your castle? Wow. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful, Kim. Let me look, there's more pictures. Oh, I love the gold. Let me see. Oh, so cool. So is it just over the red and the one picture doesn't? Oh, that's book. I haven't seen that picture. Is that at a different angle? So the reddish color on the roofs is one way, and then when you turn it towards the light, it changes to that other color? Wow, Kim. I do love Nick and Tina. I haven't seen them in a while. Oh no, Heather, that's terrible. Oh, okay, I will try to show you. Hold on. Okay, honey. Can you see it? It's going to be at a weird angle. Do you see it, Joey? Oh, okay, brother. I just still want to see you twirly. Let me change it to the next picture so you can see the shiny. I can't see chat very well. Ah, there. Can you see it? It's so beautiful. Did you see it, Joey? Let me go back to chat. Oh, good. You are very welcome, my dear. I didn't want to make everyone sick taking the camera all the way down. Oh, it's so beautiful. So did you color the roof and then color on top with gel pen? I think I have this angled weird. Hold on, let me look. I really hate the delay. I can't tell how things are. All right, I think that's good. Yeah, that's the bottom. Yeah, you can see my finger. Oh, okay, no problem. Thank you so much for coming in, Heather. So sweet. Oh, okay, it looks so pretty. Bye, sexy Heather. You have a good evening. It's evening there, right? Oh, okay. I follow you now, Lisa. It's beautiful. You did so good. Really beautiful. I love the flowers. Your color choice there was spot on. What pencils did you use? I wonder if I go and refresh it, if I can see your Frenchies. Yeah, you heard me with my son. He was getting a little frustrated with the big dog. And I think he totally knows. Oh, Lisa, I love the baby seat. Is that for the dogs or is that actually the baby seat? Aren't they so cute? Okay, Joey, I'm gonna show you the Frenchies. They are precious. Do you see that doggy in a baby seat? Hysterical. Okay, let me switch it. And then there's the 3. Can you see it okay? Oh my gosh, are they just precious? I love them. Oh, there we go. There we go. Not that I'm coloring. You guys don't even need to look at my page. Lisa, it's so cute. Him in there is precious. Does he like for you to bounce him? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what Christine says. So, but I knew you were using the Castle Arts too. All right. I'm going to make my sister make me a sign. Here's my hedgie. I'll be right back. I'm getting my tea. Okay, I'm still here. Or I'm back, I mean. Do you see his little face? He's a little heating beanbag thing, and it's so sad to see him in the microwave. Oh, that is so cute. Very good. That's really great, Kim. I feel like I'm pretty good with Prismas, and I love using them, but I force myself to use other ones. Is Mo still here? I just have to show you, I told my son I don't want to drink any more Baileys because it's so caloric. My oldest son that lives in Australia right now, he told me, Mom, you don't have to worry about the alcohol bothering you, because I'm not a drinker, but I've taken up to drinking just a tiny bit at night to relax me. I'd like a tiny. All right, you guys, in my back. Yay! Sorry it took so long. Oh, did everybody leave? Oh, good. Thank you for hanging in, guys. It was just slow coming in. I tried really hard to get it to come back, but it was working. I just was so slow. Yay! Hello, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Oh, wow. Yeah. They say that so many people are using the internet that it's just, oh yeah, maybe refresh your entire page. Oh no, are you still buffering, Joey? Let me type to Joey. I don't think she... Oh, no problem, Kim. Yeah, it is a hot mess. And you know, like, who runs the internet? I mean, there's nobody in charge of the internet, right? It's just an unknown entity. I mean, who is the internet? Oh, good. Yay, Joey's back. So I have my lovely hot cup of tea. I'm not drinking that. I can't believe it paused right on the bottle of wine. Yes, of course. Oh, this is such good tea, and I've been putting almond milk in instead of oat milk, because oat milk is more caloric, and almond milk's half the calories of regular milk and almond milk, so it still tastes delicious. It's Gremlins. Yeah. I don't know who that is. Yeah, it's kind of strange to think about, like, who owns the internet? I mean, everybody owns. I mean, it's like a highway that no one has to, that no one gets to claim. Oh. don't know who Captain Pickard is. But I do know who Captain Kangaroo is. I don't know, Joey. Captain Pickard. Did I say something bad? I still don't know. I'm gonna have to look up Pickard now. Because you guys, I'm looking it up. I can't see chat. Oh, from, oh yeah, see, you guys probably think I'm terrible. Yeah, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, and, I mean Star Trek, and, you know, I've never even seen Star Wars. He is pretty good looking, though. He's from, yeah, I know, Star Trek. But he's also on, he's also from X-Men, right? It's the same guy. I'm doing a little bit of chair yoga here, guys. My back is... I haven't had my muscle relaxers. You know, my doctor's on maternity leave, and other doctors are so paranoid about, and my muscle relaxers are, you know, not narcotics or anything, but they won't prescribe me more than about 15 days worth. And I mean, they tell me to take 2 every 6 to 8 hours, and I only take 2 every 6, so no, every 8. So I'm only taking 6. I'm only taking 6 a day, and I could take up to 8 a day. And so it's really that they only give me a 12-day supply if I go to the maximum what they would, and they won't. I tried to refill it, and they said it was too soon. I never take more than 6 a day. I don't know how that's possible, but it's so hard getting a hold of anybody at the anybody at the pharmacy. I'm just like, ugh. So my back has just been spasming. You mean me personally? I live in downtown San Diego, and I live in a high-rise, and I pretty much, you know, my son lives with me. He's 22. My daughter and grandkids live in New Zealand. My oldest son lives in Australia. And so I've just been pretty much, you know, I've always been a stay-home, you know, since my stroke. I was only 44 and suffered a massive stroke, affordable. And so my life changed drastically. You know, I was very busy and working and going to school and 3 kids and single mom. I was crazy. And it just came to a screeching halt. But coloring has helped me so much, and the coloring community is amazing. So are you in the US affordable? I know I asked you that, but I didn't see to milk the, I know, Lisa, I just saw your comment. I know, who milks the almonds? I don't even think they have teats, do they? Yeah, Tammy, it's pretty yucky. Because of the stroke, I suffer muscle spasms, which I'm sure you're pretty familiar with muscle spasms. And they can get really bad, you know. It's mostly in my back. So I've just been trying chair yoga. I mean, I could do regular yoga, but getting on the floor is easy. Getting off is a little hard. They do. They have tiny ones, huh? Was your heart breaking? Was your heart breaking affordable because I didn't know who Captain Picard was? Oh, I bet. Yeah, and I get spasms in my right hand. You know, it's permanently like that. I can't really straighten it out. I can move my wrist a little bit, but then you see my hand curls when I do. So anything I do, I try to move the whole side. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Sorry, affordable. If you would have said the guy from X-Men, I would have known. I just have never been into Star Trek or Star Wars. I've seen Spaceballs several times, though, so I kind of get the gist of what Star Wars. And I've seen parts of Star Wars. I'm not completely, you know, bonkers and don't know anything about it, but I'm just not a huge fan. And I seriously don't know, other than the first one that came out, I don't know anything about the other ones, except for, you know, Luke, I am your father, or I am your father, Luke, or however that. I know it's been misquoted the whole time, but whatever Darth Vader says to Luke Skywalker, you know, of course I've heard that, but I don't know much else of what happens. I know Yoda. I mean, I know all the players. I know Chewbacca and R2-D2 and C-3PO. But I don't know anything. I know Queen Amidala. Amidala? Was that her name? Played by Natalie Portman. But that's about, you know, my extent of it. And that's just because, you know, you live in the world, you have to know some things about it because it is so pertinent. Oh, it's hysterical. You haven't seen Spaceballs, Tammy? He is super fine. Tammy, have you seen Spaceballs? It's a total parody. It's a who did Blazing Saddles? It's oh my gosh, it's right in my I just saw him too. They were just talking about not giving Mel Brooks. It's Mel Brooks. You've got to watch it. It's hysterical. Coneheads. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh no, they eat toilet paper. Oh, I forgot about that. You guys know that I'm inventing automated toilet paper machines, right? Like ATM machines, and I'm gonna call them Swipe and Wipe. Mel Brooks, super funny. He did Blazing Saddles and oh, he's done a lot of parodies. I love the Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with you instead of the Force. And instead of Chewbacca, it's Barf. John Candy, right? Barf. His name is Barf. He's a dog. It's fantastic. I love it. And Princess Leia, she's a Jewish princess. No, what is that? Oh, history of the world, yeah. Has anybody seen the movie The Invention of Lying? Super funny movie. Super hysterical. It's got Ricky, I don't know how to say his last name. Ricky, the English guy. And it's got Jennifer Gardner. I know, swipe and wipe. Isn't it hysterical? Oh, Joey, I forget you don't have Instagram. I made a meme, which is just a picture basically with a funny saying, and I put it on Instagram, so a lot of people did see that. I was gonna invent an ATM machine call it swipe and wipe. You just use your ATM card and buy a few sheets. I seriously was going to go downtown with a box and have it, you know, decked out looking like a an ATM machine and have a roll of toilet paper with some sheets hanging out of it. I think it would be hysterical. Okay, so what is it? Oh, Brenda's beaver needs a trim. Is it from SNL? Did Mel Brooks do Young Frankenstein? No, who did Young Frankenstein? I will. Okay, so, because I know the SNL did, oh, it's an actual kid's book. Oh my God. That is so hysterical. But I know like the SNL skits like sweaty balls and dusty muffins with Betty White and oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. That sounds hysterical. I mean, that's a phrase I grew up with, shooting beaver. Amira, that is so beautiful. Don't expect me to remember it, though. I'll probably still call you affordable. Brenda's beaver needs a trim. Too funny. Fanny Schwimmer. Well, did you ever see those football players that, and it's real, it's not even a joke, that one's last name was Berries and the other one's last name was Dingle, and it said Dingleberries. Oh, Betty White? I know, and she's almost 100. What lotion is that? The lotion from Chuck Norris. Oh, there's a lotion from Chuck Norris? Because he hasn't aged either. Well, I'm going to tell you guys a story. This is an adult channel, and we talk about adult things. So please, if you're not 18 or older, please exit the chat. You guys have to hear this. Okay, so my name is Shara. S-H-A-R-A, and it's been mispronounced my whole life, but that's, no problem. Well, I had been married a couple of times, and I changed my name and changed it back, and so it was kind of a joke at the school district I worked for, and we were all in a meeting for the medical assistants or health assistants, and people were just kind of joking. I said, yeah, I just don't know what name I want to pick. I guess I could just pick any name. People can, go get whatever last name they want if they want to pay for it. So I had joked, I don't know which last name to take. And this other health assistant, who was a good friend of mine, her name was Cecilia, and she said, oh, Shara, you can have my last name. Now, mind you, she has a last name, I'll spell it out, but that's difficult all on its own. Her last name is D-I-C-K, and I've known several people with that last name. So that was her last name, Cecilia D-I-C-K. She married into it. But if you put Shara and that together, it's even more hysterical. So I don't even know if she realized that, but the entire room couldn't stop laughing, and it was pandemonium. So it was pretty funny. Isn't that hysterical, Tammy? Oh, it was bad. It was bad. We were dying. Oh, we used to have so much fun. Yeah, I just went back to Craig. Yeah, no, that just doesn't go. Now, I always tell people how to remember my name is, share a cup of tea, so that people know how to pronounce it. A lot of people say Shara. Uh-oh. What's your maiden name? Come on, Lisa. Now you gotta spill the beans. But, so if I say share a cup of tea, that sounds nice and, sweet. But if I tried to remind people like share a, oh, no. Not good. What was your last name? Come on, Lisa, spill it. Really? Brace girdle? Was that really your last name? Is it pronounced brace girdle? I don't think that's a bad last name, but it is very odd. Like, I don't know where that generated from. I'm sure you know. It's not embarrassing. I'm sure it has been translated, Bradley, right? It probably had to have translated that way. It was probably something German or, yeah, it's different. And, if you break them up, a brace and a girdle, but it's not a bad last name. I think Shara, is a little bit more, I'd have to be a swinger. Do you know where it comes from? I was waiting to get married knowing my look. I'd have fallen in love with the Higginbottom. Is that another last name? I own a nipple. Oh, well, that's good. Hey, you guys got to hear this. My sister worked at a school, And the community liaison in there had a confrontation with the mom. Not a confrontation, but she was talking about the student. She was writing down her name, or she was looking at her name, and it was LA dash A. And she's like, is her name La'a? And the mom looks at her and says, the dash isn't silent. So it was La Dasha, but it was spelled LA dash A. Fanny Waddle, what the heck? Oh, well, that's very good. I had another friend whose last name was DICK, and they named their son Rusty. How bad was that? And say the dash isn't silent. So silly. Uh-oh, what happened, Joey? Well, I think they do think that we remember saying to Steve, you know, you had a hard time growing up with Steve with that last name. Oh, well, I want my son to be tough. It's like, that's so silly. I had another little girl, her name was, her middle name was My Queen. I don't want to tell you how many kids at school were named Precious. But this little girl's middle name was My Queen. Oh, yeah. Holly and Pa. Hey, my son's, one of his best friends is named Hansel, and his sister's name's Gretel. And they're Mexican. My grandparents, they had friends that were the O'Kellys and the, what was the other one? O'Kelly. And I think O'Kevin? That sound right. But anyway, the kids' names were Kevin O'Kevin and Kelly O'Kelly. Yeah, I think people are... sometimes it's mean to make their kids that, you know, I named my son without even thinking what his initials would be, and his name is Jacob Ross Kuykendall. That was my previous married name. And so his initials are JRK, jerk. And I did not mean to do that, but, you know, that's just his initials. Oh, wow. That is cool. I love the name Ursula. That is so funny. Like my daughter, she's naming all of her kids with the middle name that starts with a J, and then their last name's hyphenated, Rosales Fefita. So all the kids will be like Andrew JRF, Catalina JRF, William JRF. My sister in high school, and a little bit after, dated a guy whose name was Mark Saylor, Sailor, and my sister's name is Sandra Cherie. Her name is O Catalina, and my daughter basically strewed it together herself. You know, Catalina is an island here off of California, right here in California, but in Spanish it would be called Catalina, and in Tonga you can spell it with a K. I don't think they have a C, and but she named her after all the females in Stanley's family. So the mother's name is Ofa, which means love, but they called her O, so that's where the O comes from. And then Ka is from his sister Ka Leilani, and then Da is from his sister Linda, and then Lina is from his sister Lina, so it's O Catalina. I call her Kata, which actually means laugh in Tongan, and she is just a happy, laughy, smiley baby. I don't know if laughy is a word, but, well, except for Laffy Taffy, but. Yeah, I thought it was. And then her middle name is Joanne, which is my name. Her husband is Tongan, which is by Samoa. It's one of the Pacific Islands. Oh, how cute. So they started with A and went all the way to 13. That is so cute. I remember reading about a woman whose kids were named Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Not Do, because that would repeat. It was the last name. The last one was octave, I think. Do, Re, Mi, So. Wait, Do, Re, Mi, So, La. I said it right the first time. Now trying to think about it, I'm screwing it up, but. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, but it wouldn't be, I'm sorry, I keep saying do automatically, but it's octave. That baker's dozen is so cute. Yeah, so the kids, my daughter, my oldest is from my first husband, and he's of, Dutch German descent. And so he's blonde hair, blue eyed. My oldest son is blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm blonde hair, blue eyes. So, and then my second husband, we're still married, but we don't live together. I had the two youngest. Sabrina is 24, and then Raul, I call him Rulies, he's 22. So they're half Mexican, half white. Oh. And so the grandkids are half Tongan, a quarter white, a quarter Mexican, and they are so beautiful. You all can go see their videos. They have some cute ones. They have a very unique story. They met when they were 14. Sabrina got pregnant when she was only 15. They were still 15 when Andrew was born, but then, oh, thank you. And then they turned 16 right after. Stanley turned 16 3 days after Andrew was born, and Sabrina turned 16 like 6 weeks later. But, they moved to New Zealand because he's a New Zealand citizen, and they have 3 kids. They just turned 24. So they really have a unique story. I really hope they can bring something. I told her it's really in the editing that one of the big things about having people watch your videos, like those types of videos, is the editing, that they're not just watching, just the same old, you know, just a video in chronological order of people just standing around. So she's really gotten the hang of the editing, and they've come up with a couple of clever ideas. So I really think they could, you know, go something with it. Anyway, guys, I really think I have to go. I haven't eaten yet today. It's already 3 o'clock and my tummy is growling. I've had way too much tea and no food. So I think I should go. I don't think I colored much on him, but he sure is cute. I really love the colors. But I really appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me for a little while. I really want to come on live every day, but I don't know when to do it. And I think for a couple of days we didn't have anybody really showing up, or not very many people. So I was glad you guys came. It made me feel good and had me having some laughs. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you too. You are welcome every day. I'm trying to go on more often, just because I think some people need to chat and hang out. And you saw I didn't get any coloring done, but that's okay. I'm not really, that's why I call it simple coloring. I used to be called Shara likes to color and chat, and I probably should go back to that. I should say Shara likes to chat and color. Yes, you guys stay safe too. Wash your hands. Air hugs. All right, guys. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day wherever you are, and I will see you again real soon. You guys stay sexy. Bye.